A smoky Sunday for much of our state today because of a South Jersey forest fire. Meteorologist Justin Godnick says the weather may help firefighters. Also, a big cool down on the way.
I'm Hillary Lane in Jersey City, where prosecutors announced charges against the man accused of murdering a woman who was jogging in the park here.
We believe that she simply mistakenly got into this particular car thinking it was an Uber ride.
It's just sickening. It's sickening.
An arrest in the Uber mix-up murder of a college student from our state. Now 2 communities grieving. Thank you for joining us here on News 12 New Jersey. I'm Karen Lee. We begin this half hour with the latest on the Penn State forest fire. Crews have been out battling this some 8,000-acre blaze for nearly 24 hours. The effects felt across the Garden State today. People as far as north as Passaic County saying they woke up to smoke and haze, and in central Jersey, people also reported seeing ash. Now here's a look at our Lincoln Tunnel camera right now. The forest fire creating so much haze you can barely make out the buildings and that skyline. We've got team coverage of this forest fire. Meteorologist Justin Godnick in the Weather Center. We begin, though, with News 12 New Jersey's Alex Sedan, who's on the ground in Barnegat. Alex.
That's right, about 100 firefighters from across the state are battling this blaze that has consumed thousands of acres in the Pinelands, starting yesterday and continuing through tonight and into this morning. You can see right here, this is the command post where folks are going at the incident command post at the Warren Grove Fire Station here in Stafford Township. 8,000 acres currently burning in the Penn State Forest, but fortunately this fire about 50% contained. Now remember those controlled burns that we were telling you about last year? Well, those are actually helping to keep this fire boxed in. That's according to the incident commander, who told us this.
So prescribed burning is really important. We do that during the winter months ahead of spring fire season to contain any future wildfires, and it actually played a role in containing this fire along Route 72.
The fire was reported around 1:45 p.m. yesterday in Penn State Forest near Woodland Township, Burlington County. That's near the Ocean County border, according to the DEP. Obviously, that fire spreading throughout the day and into the night, driven by some high winds and conditions that were a little bit dry. You can see it's clouds right now, not just the haze. There's a little bit of rain coming down, which hopefully will be more later. This all started in the area of Woodland and Washington Township in Burlington County. Now, a little bit of good news in all of this. No impact of structures. Fire chief saying that there might have been a few hunting cabins that are consumed by this blaze, but no homes were affected. No evacuations and no injuries, no mandatory evacuations, I should say. There was some optional evacuations that were in the Chatsworth section. Now, let's caution you that there may be some growth in this fire, according to the DEP. That's because crews will need to establish the perimeter, and then the best strategy in this situation is to let the fire burn itself out. But obviously you can see from behind me and the apparatus that are all around, but the folks here are not just focusing on having the fire burn itself out. They're deploying trucks, they're deploying helicopters to go out there and take the fight to this fire, extinguish it, and keep the people around here safe. So we're going to continue to monitor this developing story as thousands of acres burning in South Jersey. In Stafford Township, Alex Sedan, News 12, New Jersey.
Firefighters using all means to get ahead of this. All right, Alex, thank you. Well, the current road closures affected by this that you should be mindful of: Route 72 between 539 and 563, as well as County Road 532 between 72 and 563. Those are closed down because of firefighters fighting this wildfire. The update given to us by New Jersey State Police as well as the DOT. And here's the fire showing up on our weather radar. Check it out. Meteorologist Justin Godnick pulled this up for us so we could show you just how the traveling width of this smoke. And we're going to bring in Justin Godnick right now. And Justin, the weather conditions you're saying may really help us out.
Yeah, it's going to be a change in wind direction, Karen. That is the key here right now. We've had a south wind throughout much of the morning. That's why all the haze, all the smoke has found its way further north. You can follow that straight up towards Bergen County there. Follow the red line. What's going to happen is this front out to the west. I know it's a busy graphic, but once it passes through, our winds will then go northwest. And what that will allow for course, is the air to clear out. And if you notice where the fire is located, down here in parts of Burlington County, with a northwest wind, there's only a little area of smoke before it reaches the ocean, and northern parts of the state will not be dealing with the smoke anymore. So we have a couple more hours here of the south wind. Then the wind direction changes. We're done with the smoke. The air quality will improve. Decent little stretch of rain here from upstate New York, the Albany area, straight down to the Delmarva. Not enough to really help with the fire, but it is enough also to help with our air quality. It's helping to clear out some of the smoke and grab some of that fine particulate matter that's in the air. So a big plus there with the rain as well. Some 60s right now, southern parts of the state starting to slowly cool off with the rain here in our front approaching well north and west. And our temperature does go down, but I don't think that really happens until the evening hours. So what actually happens here, rain comes to an end early afternoon, then we actually get the sun back out later on today. Our winds will change direction, but still pretty mild with a decent amount of sunshine for early evening. So your emoji is, that's kind of my attitude about today. But we do go from rain over to an improvement and more sunshine. 57 the high temperature. Numbers will drop pretty quickly past sunset. We're back down to 32 overnight. Winds are going to get gusty. Skies will clear. 32 will feel like the upper teens, lower 20s by Monday morning. Get the winter gear back out. You'll need it as you're walking into work on Monday. Monday up to 47 degrees, breezy. A lot of sunshine, but again, with the wind, 47 will feel more like 37. There's another warm up on the way, and we'll talk about that in your full 7-day forecast. That's coming up in just a bit. Karen, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Justin, thank you. And heavy fire conditions can also bring health concerns. During a wildfire, many people could be affected by heavy smoke conditions, especially children, seniors, people with asthma, or those who suffer from lung disease, heart disease, or diabetes. So some recommendations: stay indoors, don't count on a dust mask, keep clean air circulating inside your home or car, do not exercise outside, and also prepare to evacuate if officials direct it, though in this case, officials say they do not think it will be necessary. Make sure you stay with News 12 New Jersey as we continue to bring you the very latest on this Penn State forest fire. You can stay updated on your screen or on our News 12 app. You can also send us your pictures and video using the links on your screen. And now we go to breaking news out of Hudson County. An arrest made in the death of a nanny killed while jogging last week at Lincoln Park. Prosecutors just releasing the Jersey City man's identity as well as his photo. News 12 New Jersey's Hillary Lane joining us now with the latest details. Hillary.
Karen, prosecutors say they have 33-year-old Jorge Rios in custody. He's charged with multiple charges, including kidnapping, murder, and sexual assault. This all goes back to last Sunday morning at around 7:30 in the morning when police found the body of a 45-year-old woman, Carolina Canoe, in the water behind me here at Lincoln Park. They say that she enjoyed running. She went running in the morning, and at some point she was strangled and her body was found in the water. Now, we spoke to a lot of people here in Lincoln Park today. One woman from Jersey City, she enjoys running here every single morning, and she says she stopped for a while when she heard the news of the murder, but she's so glad the suspect has been caught and she was back out here this morning. The fact that he's not out there anymore, how does that make you feel?
That makes me feel much safer running around here.
Carolina Canoe, the 45-year-old victim, was an immigrant from Peru. She loved to run, and her roommate said she did it often before church. Again, a suspect in this case has been caught. His name is 33-year-old Jorge Rios. He's from Jersey City. He's facing many counts, including murder, sexual assault, and kidnapping. We'll have much more information as it develops. In Jersey City, Hillary Lane, News 12 New Jersey.
Just awful details that are coming out of this. All right, Hillary, thank you. Meanwhile, the longest serving poll worker in the United States and Princeton native has passed away. Laura Wooten was 98 years old. She volunteered at election polls for 79 years since FDR was president. Now, if she didn't have a ride to get there, she would even walk. That is how dedicated she was. She also worked in food services at Princeton University for nearly 3 decades. Here's our interview with her during last year's election.
And a lot of us do not vote. As they said, their vote doesn't count, but how can it count if they don't vote? You know, that's the only way you're gonna get changes made. And I've seen a lot of changes, but there's still a lot need to be made.
A viewing for her will be held tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 1 in the afternoon at the First Baptist Church of Princeton. A service will then be held for her right after at the Princeton University Chapel. Conspiracy theorist Alex Jones reportedly blaming a form of psychosis for spreading the false rumor the Sandy Hook school shootings never happened. A Texas newspaper reports that he made the claims during a deposition as part of a lawsuit filed by several Sandy Hook families. He reportedly said he had a form of psychosis where he thought events were staged. Jones has since publicly admitted the shootings did take place. Meanwhile, Attorney General William Barr says Congress can expect a version of the Mueller report by the middle of next month. Barr says he wants the public to read the findings of Mueller's 400-page report. He finished his investigation last Friday. Mueller's report found no collusion between Russia and the president's campaign, but he reached no conclusion on whether the president tried to obstruct the investigation. A health and rehab center in Paramus will double in size after approval from the Board of Adjustment to add more beds and parking. That's according to the Record. Delridge Health and Rehab Center plans to add 30 more beds and almost double the number of spaces. Several nearby homes will be demolished. Another toll hike means drivers going from New Jersey to Staten Island on the Verrazano Bridge will now pay, get this, $19. It's going up from $17 starting tomorrow. Cars need a New York Easy Pass to reap the benefits of the discount. The MTA is raising tolls on several bridges and tunnel crossings. Well, Rolling Stones fans here will not be getting any satisfaction this spring. Shows in the U.S. canceled after Mick Jagger has health issues. And two communities in mourning today, remembering a 21-year-old who was tragically murdered.